It's time to do our main lesson book writing for this week. So we're going to make sure we're on this side of our spiral. I'm just on the next page. And we'll go ahead and start with our border. Let's see, you choose whatever color you want to choose today. I'm gonna go with this color. I don't use this one very much. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. Okay, so what I'm going to say today, I'm just going to talk while I do. I'm going to write, a new Pharaoh enslaved the children of Israel. He ordered the midwives to kill all the newborn boys. Moses' sister and mother put baby Moses in a basket and hid the basket in the reeds on the river. Pharaoh's daughter found the baby and raised him as her own. You think I can fit all that on my piece of paper? Well, I'm going to try. And I'm going to try to write a little bit smaller so that I can fit it all on. And I also want to tell you that if you find that you've run out of space, you have my permission to go on to the next page so that your writing will still look even and nice and you get everything that you want on that page and it still looks nice. So don't feel like you have to cram it all in there at the end. I'm also going to be using my thin pencil. I'm going to move away from using that fatter pencil that I've been using. And I know I sent you guys home these thinner pencils. So it's easier to write small with a smaller, thinner pencil. So that's what I'm going to change to so that I can write a little bit smaller. All right, so I'm going to start by indenting. And I'll start with a capital letter. And I'm writing a new Pharaoh. A new Pharaoh. Now this is, pay attention to how I spell this. It's a little tricky. P-H-A-R-A-O-H. A new Pharaoh. I think I'm going to run out of line there. I'm going to write enslaved. So he made them into slaves. He enslaved them. Enslaved. The children of Israel. And Israel, we're going to capitalize that I. Israel. Period. Now, why did I write the children of Israel and not the Hebrew people? I just think it sounds nice sometimes to say something pretty like that. This is sort of poetic to say the children of Israel. So sometimes we say the Hebrew people, sometimes we say the children of Israel, and we just do that for a little bit of variety. He ordered the midwives, or midwives are the people who attend the women at birth. Ordered the midwives to kill all the newborn boys. To kill all, here we have a double L at the end of two different words. Looks like we've got a short I, short vowel I, kill. And we have an L at the end, and it's a one-syllable word, so it fits our rule. And this one too. Well, this is kind of a strange all, but it's kind of a shortish vowel, and it's a one-syllable word. So this one also fits with our double the L rule for F, L, and S. He ordered the midwives to kill all the newborn boys. Moses's, now this is kind of, we have to do Moses, his name ends with an S, but we still have to say apostrophe S. Moses' sister and mother put baby Moses, remember to capitalize his name each time, in a basket and hid the basket in the reeds, that's like grasses, on the river. Okay, now we're going to talk about the Pharaoh again. Pharaoh's daughter, so we're going to spell it just like we did before. Pharaoh, Pharaoh's apostrophe S. The daughter belongs to Pharaoh. Pharaoh's daughter, D-A-U-G-H-T-E-R, found the baby and raised him as her own. Wow, I did perfectly there. Now you could also use this bottom line as a place to write if you're just a little bit out of room. Now, if you happen to have needed to go on, what I'd like you to do is you're gonna go on to this page, and then you would do your drawing on this page, leave this one blank, and then try to get your next two to fit. But always pay attention to how big I'm writing, because that will, if you write about the same size as I do, then you should end up with your page looking like mine does. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. We're working on that. We're working on kind of getting our writing to be smaller and neater and just very even the whole way through. So there's our writing for today.